morning. Good morning. What's up? How you doing, William Ross? Good morning, Martha. Good morning. Thank you, Lori Godfrey. I appreciate that. We're here for you. I got some good news for you today. I got good news for you today. Ladies and gentlemen. The Let's Go Brandon show. Oh, Elizabeth Warren's getting in on it. Red wave, my fellow Americans. That's right, Jen Pence. Are you ready? The update on the red wave is officially here. Thank you, yes. Ladies and gentlemen, we were live last night. Live last night for 3 hours doing live results of the election as it came in. I appreciate all of you who stuck with us. 3 hours. 3 hours of live last night. We had to cut it off before they finally declared the victor. They declared Glenn Youngkin, these people, declared Glenn Youngkin the victor in Virginia at 1:30 a.m. 1:30 a.m. That would have meant a 7-hour live for us. 5-hour live for us. 7 hours with the response and the reaction. So my apologies. We couldn't keep this live going from 8. Actually, we started at 7:30 to 1:30 in the morning. Guys, what can you do? I went downstairs, I cracked open a beer, and I watched it with the rest of you, and it was amazing. Let's go ahead and do a roundup of the news first and foremost. What happened last night? What happened last night was the Let's Go Brandon movement became the strongest movement in America. What happened last night was the Let's Go Brandon constituency solidified forever and of all time itself as the new Tea Party movement, the new power movement in America. We've seen movements come and go. BLM, blip. All right, the socialist blip, they lost last night. They lost everything last night. They lost defunding the police. They lost to a write-in campaign in Buffalo, New York. The AOC wing socialism, that is effectively dead. The woke Antifa, BLM, riot, burn your city down, they had their repudiation last night, and it was savagery. It was a bloodbath, as many have called it. Ladies and gentlemen, I don't think people understand the realignment. Here we go. The realignment is here. Here's what it is. The realignment is a universe that isn't bound by where you come from, what race you are, where you were born, how much money you have in your bank account, your socioeconomic status. It's not even bound necessarily by political party, to be quite frank with you, because I have definitive proof, I'm about to show you, that probably hundreds of thousands of Democrats voted Republican last night in the state of Virginia. I have the proof. I have it in black and white. I will show it to you on the screen. It will exist right there, and you will say, wow, Benny, you were right. Hundreds of thousands of Democrats voted for Republicans yesterday in the blue state of Virginia, a state that Joe Biden won by 10 points. How in the hell did that happen? Well, it's pretty simple. It's pretty easy. It's called the paradigm shift. The realignment in America is very simple. It goes like this. Who's in control of your life? Who's in control of your life? Is it you? Or is it some jackass in Washington, D.C. who's never run anything, who's never done anything successful, who's only lived like a parasite off of your tax dollars, off of your hard work? Is it the productive class who's in charge? The productive class meaning you and me. What did we do? Well, I started off as a grocery store bagger. I worked at a filling station. I was a waiter throughout college to pay for my community college that I went to. No Ivy League schools for your boy Benny. No, very room temperature IQ over here. Okay? I work with my hands. I bet you work with your hands. I bet you work with your brain every single day. I bet you work your ass off. I bet that you get pissed when you go outside your home and you drive your car that you're paying for or paid for and you hit a pothole. Every pothole you hit with your car takes money away from you because it damages your vehicle. Who's in charge of those potholes? The jackasses who want to be in charge of your life. Those people, they want more control over you. Specifically, they want to control the injections that go into your body. They want to control the air that your children can breathe. They want to control what your children learn, and they do not want you to have any say in the matter. They are disgusted that you believe that your children are yours. They are sickened that you think that you have a right to your own agency, body, and future. They actually, quite literally, want to control the... Take a breath. They want to control the money in your own bank account. Inside of this now utterly collapsed and doomed to failure infrastructure bill and reconciliation bill is a little line that says that any money that goes in and out of your accounts can be monitored now by the IRS, and the IRS is going to hire 50,000 new agents to monitor your money. Who do these people think they are? And by the way, if the last 18 months have shown you anything, just a poll right now, I'm looking at the comment section, just a poll right now. Over the last 18 months, do you think that the ruling class and the establishment deserve more or less of your faith? More or less of your money? More, based on the way that they've handled COVID, do they deserve more or less of your respect? They think that they deserve more of your respect. They think that the way that they've handled COVID has been amazing. And that they deserve your love and praise, and we should bow down and lick their boots and kiss their heels. Yeah, well, we gave them the heel yesterday. Let me read to you from Axios. Voters punish Democrats amid left drift. This is, if you want this, just a quick down and dirty update about how many victories were won yesterday. Here we go. I got you, baby. Virginia to New Jersey to Minnesota. Voters in yesterday's off-year election sent Democrats a warning for 2022. There will be massive backlash to perceptions that progressives are pulling the party too far left. Why it matters. Now the finger-pointing has begun. President Biden, Speaker Pelosi, and Senate Majority Leader Chuck Schumer can use this wake-up call to try and force a reset, starting with the swift passage of their much-stalled $1.2 trillion bipartisan infrastructure bill. LOL, not going to happen. The same GOP gains that narrow Democrat margins and flipped advantages in swing states continue and may make it much harder to get moderate Democrats on board with Biden's $1.5 trillion Build Back Better package, also known as the hyperinflation package, the package that wants to monitor your bank accounts and control the air that your children breathe. What happened? Republicans pulled off massive upset victories in blue trending Virginia and cliffhanger results in New Jersey with the rejection of the defund the police themes in Minneapolis. Republican Glenn Youngkin upset Terry McAuliffe for governor of Virginia. Boom. The race was called at 12:30 a.m. That's why we weren't live. Republicans won control of the House of Delegates in Virginia, so now he has a functional majority. What they missed here in Axios is that they also ran the slate and they elected the first black woman as the lieutenant governor. She is amazing. We're about to play you a clip from her. Her name is Winsome Sears. You win some, you lose some. Democrats lost a lot last night. In New Jersey, Governor Phil Murphy, who was expected to win easily, is in the fight for his life against Jack Ciattarelli, whoever the hell that is, in a post-midnight appearance before supporters. They both said they expected to win. In Minneapolis, voters rejected a measure to replace their police department with the Department of Public Safety. What does that mean? What does that mean? The Department of Public Safety. Do you want a police? If someone's trying to murder you in your home, if someone's coming into your house and saying, someone comes into your house, God forbid, they have a weapon, and they come after you. This happens all the time. It happens a lot in Democrat cities. I, in Washington, D.C., suffered a break-in in my home. Go check the police reports. A dude broke into my house, strung out on drugs. I lived in a very dangerous area of Washington, D.C. for the last 10 years. Also, the house next to ours burnt down, and there were also multiple murders on my block. Leftism kills everything that it touches. And it almost killed me, and it almost killed my family. Thank God we got out and escaped to Florida, where we are right now, broadcasting peacefully to all of you beautiful patriots out there. Ladies and gentlemen, if the bad man, enters your home and God forbid has a weapon and comes after you and your family, or do you want to call the police department? A dude, probably ex-military guy with a gun that will break your door down and try and save you? Or do you want to call the Department of Public Safety? That's what they tried, these commies tried to put on the docket in Minneapolis. They got repudiated, they got destroyed and sent right back to right back to Stalinist Russia. It was actually so bad, they got beat so bad, they time traveled. They created a flux capacitor to send them back to Marxist, communist Russia. They literally time traveled, and they're now sitting in Stalin's lap, braiding his mustache. The mayor of New York City went as expected, Democrat Eric Adams, but he is a former cop and a huge pro-gun police officer. The dude's actually strapped and loaded everywhere he goes. Eric Adams, a patriot, whatever, man, it's New York. What are you gonna get? Some of the stuff he does I agree with, some of the stuff I don't. So Eric Adams, strapped, got his GAT on, big Second Amendment advocate and big cop advocate in New York. I guess that's the best you could ask for. I wish him the best. What they are saying, clearly the drop in the president's favorability made it very difficult for Democratic nominees to stay above water, so they're blaming it on Trump. Behind the scenes, it's time for Democrats to stop effing around, said senior White House aide. Well, let me tell you, ladies and gentlemen, you're done. You're finished. Sorry, your boy Benny, I'm here to express to you something really important. You're done. You're done. The Let's Go Brandon movement is here. The Let's Go Brandon movement has arrived. And you better be on that train. Boom. Because otherwise, you ain't gonna have a great time. You are going to get used to losing. We are gonna get used to winning, and you are going to get used to losing. Here's what Glenn Youngkin sounded like last night at his victory speech. This was around 2 a.m., ladies and gentlemen, so that's why we're just getting to it right now. I think they tried some funny business in Virginia, and didn't work.
There's no time to waste. Our kids can't wait. We work in real people time, not government time.
Yeah, baby.
And so on day one, we're going to work. We're going to restore excellence in our schools.
Yes.
We will invest the largest education budget in the history of the Commonwealth. We're going to invest in teachers, new facilities, special education. We're going to introduce choice within our public school system.
School choice, baby. Dude, these libs. Crying.
How about that choice within the public school system?
Hell yeah.
We're going to start with 2020
crying, molten lava tears.
Down payment and close the gap on giving parents an opportunity to select where their kids go to school. Friends, we're going to embrace our parents, not ignore them.
Good. Yes, that's the message. You hear that, Republicans?
We're going to press forward with a curriculum that includes listening to parents' input, a curriculum that allows our children to run as fast as they can, teaching them how to think, enabling their dreams to soar. Friends, we are going to reestablish excellence in our schools.
Yes. All right. Okay, that's Glenn Youngkin. Honestly, Glenn Youngkin ran such a great campaign because he was just very, fatherly. He's just like the dude. He's the neighborhood dad that you're walking around. He's with the leaf blower outside, right? This is the guy who's mowing the lawn. He's got a pair of Crocs on. He's got socks, white socks up to his ankles, up to his calves, right? High calves, okay? He's got his Crocs on. He's mowing his lawn. He's got a leaf blower, right? Glenn Youngkin, literally the nice fatherly figure who also has a beautiful family, who has a beautiful wife, who ran a beautiful campaign, and he's just there like the old dad. Let's say you're a skateboard, you lose a wheel on your skateboard, and Glenn Youngkin's just hey, dudes, I got the screwdriver, I can fix it. Come on over here, pal. Come on over here, champ. He's the guy who calls you champ. Hey, champ, come on over. And he's walking in his Crocs, and he goes into his garage, and he helps you fix your skateboard. That's the kind of race that Glenn Youngkin ran. I love parents, he says. I love freedom. I love the ability of parents to choose what's best for their students, and that won. Ladies and gentlemen, Republicans won the culture war. When was the last time Republicans won on the issue of education? I told you it's the realignment. This is the realignment. The realignment of you being in charge, not these jackwads, not the people who have broken our nation beyond recognition. No, this was the Let's Go Brandon movement. I gotta tell you, I'm a very proud member of the LGB community, the Let's Go Brandon community. Are you a proud member of the LGB community? I want representation. I want equal representation for us. I'm tired of being ignored. We need equal rights, the LGB community. I want to talk to you about equal rights. Let me talk to you about equal rights. Equal rights is what allows someone to come here, a penniless immigrant, and to aspire to, through education, earn a master's degree. Join the Marines. Become a mother of 3. Start her own homeless shelters to help the homeless, and then become the first black woman lieutenant governor of Virginia. Now, I don't think race matters. I think the color of your skin is relevant because God made us all equal, and we're all going to be judged equally before God. We are all just a beautiful member of the human race, which is God's creation. That's what I believe. I'm a Christian. Why is it important? Why do I mention her race? Well, I only mention Winsome Sears, who is the new lieutenant governor of Virginia. The person who won the most votes actually last night on the margin is Winsome Sears. This beautiful woman right here.
Victory.
Winsome Sears, I'm going to play you the full thing. You guys want to see the full thing, trust me. Winsome Sears, I only mention her race because the media ignore her. The media are so race obsessed, they try to turn this into a white supremacy. They try to say that this is the voting for Glenn Youngkin is the equivalent of voting for white supremacists. They staged fake race hoaxes. They brought in guys with tiki torches. All of these people were Democrat activists and total scumbags. Yeah, my nationality is American. That's exactly right, Beverly Moreno. My nationality is American. That's right. And your race should be the human race because that's what God made you. God made you a human being, and we all have intrinsic value. The color of our skin doesn't matter because we all have value as a human. I only mention her race because the left cannot stand the fact that this woman is now the first and most highest ranked black female in the history of Virginia. They refuse to cover her speech on CNN and MSNBC. I watched them all. They cut away from her speech. Well, that's violence. I've been told that's violence. Why don't you let the strong, powerful black woman speak? Well, isn't that important? Haven't we been told to sit and look and listen? And all these white commentators on MSNBC and CNN, and they're definitely white bosses, all cut away from this woman's speech. How dare they? I thought they were about empowerment. Well, let's see here. I refuse. I've been listening and I've been learning myself. And BLM told me to listen to our black elders and those who are black in our society who want to tell us something. And so I think I should listen, right? Should we all listen to a moment? Listen for a moment to Winsome Sears, the Marine mother immigrant who came here penniless, now has a master's degree, started her own homeless shelters, and is a huge advocate for the Second Amendment and freedom. Maybe let's go ahead and listen. CNN and MSNBC don't want you to see this.
From Jamaica. That what you are looking my speech. Want to introduce to you my husband, Terrence. He's another Marine.
2 Marines. They're both Marines. They got married.
My daughter.
I don't know. Do they meet in the Marines? I'm not sure.
And my other daughter, Janelle.
Her beautiful kids.
I'm telling you that what you are looking at is the American dream.
I get chills. I get chills. I get chills.
When my father came to this country, August 11th of 1963, he came at the height of the civil rights movement from Jamaica. He came, and I said to him, but it was such a bad time for us. Why did you come? And he said, because America was where the jobs and the opportunities were.
My man. My man.
And he only came with $1.75. $1.75. Took any job he could find, and he put himself through school and started his American dream. And then, yes, and now he's comfortably retired. And then he came and got me when I was 6 years old. And when I stepped on that Pan Am Boeing 737 and landed at JFK, I landed in a new world. And so let me tell you this.
Get ready. You're going to get chills.
I'm not even first generation American. When I joined the Marine Corps, I was still a Jamaican. But this country had done so much for me, I was willing to die for this country.
Ah! Don't you miss it? Do you miss the patriotism? Don't you miss it?
USA!
Come on! The LGB community.
And so I say to you, victory indeed. But I say to you, there are some who want to divide us, and we must not let that happen. They would like us to believe we are back in 1963 when my father came. We can live where we want. We can eat where we want. We own the water fountains. We have had a black president elected not once but twice, and here I am, living proof. In case you haven't noticed, I am black, and I have been black all my life.
Come on. Come on, bring it home.
But that's not what this is about.
You're beautiful. What a joker.
What we are going to do.
Who's this guy?
Is we are going to now be about the
Wise guy.
business of the Commonwealth. We have things to tend to. We are going to fully fund our historically black colleges and universities. You're going to hear from your governor-elect, Youngkin, and he's got a day one plan that I'm already tired about. Don't know how we're going to make it to day two. But he's going to make sure we keep more of our money in our pockets, because he's going to get rid of all kinds of taxes.
Good.
We're going to have safer neighborhoods, safer communities.
Good.
And our children are going to get a good education.
My man.
Because education lifted my father out of poverty. Education lifted me out of poverty. Education will lift us all out of poverty, because we must have marketable skills so that our children can not just survive, but they will thrive. And they will create generational wealth.
The American dream.
That's what this is about.
The American dream.
I'm going to finish up. We love you too.
Have to play the whole thing. It's too powerful.
It's a historic night, yes it is, but I didn't run to make history. I just wanted to leave it better than I found it.
Come on. Come on. Come on.
And with your help,
So good.
we're going to do that. We're going to have transparent government. And as I used to say as we were on the trail, hold on, Virginia. Help is on the way. The cavalry has arrived. Thank you.
Come on. Come on. Yes.
And finally, I want to thank my staff because I couldn't have done it without them. We were a ragtag bunch of people.
Ladies and
We
gentlemen.
ran an impossible, improbable campaign against God was exactly with us. Otherwise, we would never have made it. And so I want to finish up by thanking you, Jesus. How sweet it is.
You win some, you lose some. You win some, you lose some. Terry McAuliffe has, as of this hour, breaking this hour, Terry McAuliffe has conceded the race. So there will not be any flim-flam funny business. There will not be any of the, oh wow, look what happened at 3 a.m. We just found that 40,000 votes. Exactly where we needed to find them. Wow. Isn't that great? Talk about the difference between two worldviews. Listen to Terry McAuliffe yesterday. This was Terry McAuliffe's final message during his campaign. Compare and contrast that to Winsome Sears. Compare and contrast this to Winsome Sears. Winsome Sears saying, no, America's the greatest country in the world. America gave my family an opportunity when we were penniless. America should be working for everyone, regardless of where you come from or who you are. America must be a place that we preserve because it helped my family, and you spoiled brats on the left need to shut the hell up when it comes to hatred of this country. You don't know what you're talking about. We are going to get down to business. Winsome Sears says that she joined the Marines not even as an American citizen. She wasn't an American citizen yet. She joined the Marines because she loved this country.
And I promise you, we've got to diversify our teacher base here in Virginia. 50% of the students at Virginia schools, K-12, 50% are students of color, and yet 80% of teachers are white. We all know what we have to do in a school to make everybody feel comfortable in school.
Oh, okay. So compare and contrast Terry McAuliffe's closing message with what you just watched from Winsome Sears. Winsome Sears saying, no, we're all Americans. We're all part of the human race. We're all part of the American family. Our nationality is American. And here's Terry McAuliffe being like, we got to fire all the white teachers. Got to fire them all. Too many white teachers. We got students of color, and the teachers are the wrong color. And so we're going to fire the people that don't have the right color. What the hell is wrong with these people? By the way, definitionally, if you see race, if you see the color of the skin that God gave you, but that like your parents happen to be two colors, and they got together and then they decided genetically the amount of melanin in your skin. If you view the entire world through that paradigm, through that lens, and you believe that someone's intrinsic value that makes them more or less valuable because of the amount of melanin that happens to show in their skin, right? When a gene is just a gene that is showing in your skin color, and you think that result of your parents getting together and your parents having you, and the mix of your parents' color with your color, that expression of your color, if you think that thing that you had no control over is the number one determinator in your life, and that's the thing that decides who you are and what opportunities you will have, you are a racist. Sorry, I'm sorry. I don't like to play the name calling game, but that's what you are. Sorry, dude, that's what you are. Ladies and gentlemen, when you look at the amount of melanin in the skin and you say that's what determines whether you're privileged, whether you're an oppressor, who you're going to be, what you're going to do, how we should treat you, if you should be fired, if you shouldn't have a job in Virginia school system, and you think that's what it does, Sorry, ladies and gentlemen, you're judging someone by their race, their immutable qualities that they have no control over. That means that you're a racist. Judge people by the actions that they take, the free will that they have. Judge people by that. That means that you're just part of the freedom movement. That means you're part of the Let's Go Brandon movement. By the way, I have a very exciting Let's Go Brandon update for all of you. Where's my live chat here? Has it been buried? The Let's Go Brandon movement has been sweeping the nation. I have for you, I'm just in 1 second, I'm going to show you guys the responses of the libs who are losing their damn minds right now. But first, this was the Let's Go Brandon movement at Glenn Youngkin's event last night.
Let's go, Brandon! Let's go, Brandon!
Very nice. The Let's Go Brandon there last night. And then from this morning, let me see if I got that. Where is this? This morning from Ron DeSantis. Ron DeSantis had a Let's Go Brandon chant breakout at his event this morning. Ladies and gentlemen, you are part of a movement. Check it out. This is Ron DeSantis' event. There's Ron DeSantis. It's kind of hard to see. Well, you can see Ron DeSantis. There's Ron DeSantis right there. Oh, man. What a wonderful movement. Once again, ladies and gentlemen, there is really absolutely nothing good that happened for Democrats. They are in total and complete panic mode. There is zero reason for Joe Manchin or Kristen Sinema to now vote for Joe Biden's hyperinflation bill. There is zero reason any longer for them to vote for that, and they know that they are in panic. They know that the walls are closing in on them. Check out Nancy Pelosi from this morning. She's wearing her mask. She only wears her mask when she doesn't want to talk to people or when she wants to obscure her face. She knew there'd be a ton of reporters out. Let me crank the volume up on here. I want you to listen to Nancy Pelosi's first reaction to being asked about the absolute bloodbath for Democrats last night. And if you can't hear it on the live, I'll translate it for you.
Does it change the agenda for the House? No.
Is there negotiations wrapped up? What about immigration? Is that settled?
Oh, you want to see a broken person? There you go. Look at Nancy Pelosi's dead eyes. Look at this. Look at her dead eyes. Look at her shell-shocked look. They know that they are broken. Nancy Pelosi is done for. According to sources on the Hill, I woke up this morning and I called like 20 people. And I said, all these people are high-ranking, either members of Congress or people working on the Hill. And I said, I want you to tell me what is the mood for Democrats right now? What is the strategy for Democrats? Now, the people that I called are either centrist or Republican. So I'll tell you guys, like again, I'm a conservative. I'm of the right, and I'm of the freedom movement, and I'm a part of the LGBT community. So again, that's what the people I'm calling. Here's the three things they told me. Number one, Democrats are going to retire. Get ready for a massive wave of Democrat retirements. None of these people want to serve in a minority, and none of these people want to defend Joe Biden any longer. They're sick of it. They're sick of defending Joe Biden. Number two, Nancy Pelosi will be the first of those retirements. Nancy Pelosi's finished. Nancy Pelosi will retire. Now, ladies and gentlemen, I have been saying, I'm sorry, I don't like to brag. Nobody likes someone who talks about themselves. I'm just saying the power of this community. I have been saying for months that Pelosi is retiring. My sources have told me for months, get ready, Pelosi's not even going to make it through the election. Pelosi is going to resign and or not run again. If she even holds her seat through the election, she's finished. She's done. Our sources, you as an audience, as a Benny audience, we're here again. We're building a studio. Thank you for sticking with us as we like do this in just a guest bedroom, and we're in a teeny guest bedroom in my house. I threw a TV on the wall and some blue lights back here, and here we are, right, going live. We're gonna be doing this, but you all have been with us from the get, and thank you. You heard it first. I was the first guy out there saying Pelosi is finished. She's leaving office. We have done, I don't know, producer ALX is watching right now. We've done months of lives saying Pelosi's finished. Guys, she's done for. Our sources tell her she's finished, and ladies and gentlemen, this morning I heard from, let's just call him a very powerful person, somebody you see on TV every single night, somebody who knows, somebody who makes the decisions for the GOP on the Hill. Pelosi's done. They already know it. They said Mr. Speaker when talking about McCarthy. They're now calling Kevin McCarthy Mr. Speaker. So Kevin McCarthy is now Mr. Speaker. That's the second thing that I learned. Kevin McCarthy's done. The GOP is going to sweep the House plus 50 seats. Plus between 50 and 100 seats, the GOP is going to take over the House. It'll be a generational majority. Number 3 that I learned, calling a very specific source with very specific knowledge in the Senate of what the ledger looks like in the Senate. It's finished. Joe Biden's finished. His legislative agenda is done. He's not going to get anything done. Everybody's bailing. Everybody's looking at Virginia, they're looking at New Jersey, and they're saying, what the hell? Why would we ever back this dude? You have all these centrist governors. Okay, ALX says since August. Sorry, I'm not trying to be braggadocious. I'm just saying, you as an audience, God bless you. You have been with us from day one. We've been in our little studio. Back at my kitchen table, we would do these lives from my kitchen table. I told you since August. In August, I first told you Nancy Pelosi's resigning this year. Back when everyone else was laughing in my face, calling me insane. And now look. I have from the most credible sources possible. Trust me, guys, these people, you know who I'm talking to. They're on TV every night. From the most credible sources possible, she's done. She's finished. She's leaving. And the Biden agenda is finished. Here's how it works structurally. The progressives aren't moving. The progressives want a huge hyperinflation reconciliation package, okay? The Build Back Better agenda. What that really means is build back broke, build back communist agenda. Kristen Sinema and Joe crap. Hold on. Kristen Sinema is from consistently red, has a Republican governor, has a Republican state legislature, has a Republican Senate, is a Republican state. And Kristen Sinema is going, wait a second. Do I want to remain in the Senate? Why would I ever back Joe Biden? Why would I back this dude? There's a lot of conversation about what happened in Arizona in 2020, but let's at the very least agree with this. That was a close election. Okay, it's not like some kind of bombshell election. Joe Biden won handily in New Jersey and Virginia, and those states just flipped red. We don't know the results in New Jersey, but let's just chalk it up to a W in the sense that even if it's this close, it's a W for Republicans. Let's say the scumbag, lockdown king, Governor Murphy in New Jersey wins by like 12 votes, all right? To some no-name dude who sounds like he just runs a pizza shop, this guy like is now beating the like king of Democrats, of governors. Right now, this guy is winning. Rick Santorelli or whatever his name is in Virginia. I'm sorry, guys. It's my job to know these things. I don't know these things. I didn't follow the New Jersey governor's race very closely. So Republicans win in New Jersey. Joe Biden carried that state by 10 points. Republicans win in Virginia and win in New Jersey because they're both wins. Even if you take it down to the wire and the Democrat squeaks out like 12 votes and they still become governor, dude, you carried them down to the wire. You're talking about like extra rounds, extra innings for a Republican in New Jersey. Ladies and gentlemen, they're finished. So Kristen Sinema is looking at Arizona going, well, Joe Biden won the state by like 2 votes. And I'm going to try and run for, why would I ever back Joe Biden? Why? In my red state. Now it's even worse for Joe Manchin. You need Joe Manchin in order to pass this damn thing through the Senate. Joe Manchin has been the biggest stick in the eye to these people. Joe Manchin saying, no, 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 no. Joe Manchin's going, no, 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 no. How about no? How about no? Scotty Nepa. Joe Manchin saying, ladies and gentlemen, I'm from West Virginia. This is what Joe Manchin's saying right now. I'm from West Virginia. West Virginia voted 70% for Donald Trump. Not a single county in West Virginia voted for Joe Biden. Not a single county. Joe Biden got like 20% of the vote in my home state. Why on God's green earth or on red Mars or on any planet would I ever support this man's agenda? Why? Why would I ever support this man? I'm not doing this. And if I want to even have a chance of political survival, Joe Manchin is saying, no, it's finished. So that's what I'm hearing on the Hill. And the way that the Senate works is that Mitch McConnell is the, say what you want about Mitch McConnell, he is the Grim Reaper inside of the Republic. He's the Grim Reaper inside of the Republican Party. No Republicans are going to vote for this garbage. And Democrats like Maggie Hassan, we don't talk a lot about the other centrist Democrats like John Tester in Wyoming or Maggie Hassan in New Hampshire. These are centrist Democrats who are now suddenly, according to my sources, going like, don't make us vote for this crap. Don't make us do it. Don't make us do it. Total meltdown in the Democratic Party. Listen.
First of all, it's not over. You do have the grassroots folks out there fighting for this on the Democratic Party side. The stakes are high. When this election is over in Virginia, we will know. Have we seen the emergence of the Delta variant of Trumpism? The Delta variant of Trumpism. In other words, Youngkin, same disease, but spreads a lot faster.
Oh, okay.
And get a lot more places.
Really, really smart guys. Calling Glenn Youngkin a disease. Again, the father who wears Crocs, right? Jameel Hill. It's not the messaging, folks. This country simply loves white supremacy. Oh, okay. This country loves white supremacy. All right. Well, here is the new lieutenant governor of Virginia right here. There you go. Great job.
Twice, and here I am, living proof.
Yeah, this country loves white supremacy. Like, what's the meme? What's the meme? Like the hamster wheel for the brain? Like the empty bowl for the brain where you can like eat cereal out of? What's the low IQ like vortex through, like galaxy vortex through the brain? That's what the left is doing right now. They're saying that this was a race based on white supremacy. This woman, Winsome Sears, got more votes by percentage than Glenn Youngkin. The actual legitimate winner last night, as far as like total, like as far as percentages of the vote, margins of victory, was Winsome Sears, not Glenn Youngkin, even though Glenn Youngkin did indeed win. Pretty amazing. Listen.
What a night for the Republicans here. It seems like the suburbs have swung in both key states.
George, this is a sonic boom of a wake-up call for Democrats. Biden won Virginia by 10 points just a year ago. He won New Jersey by 16 points. And the big factor is the one you mentioned. Republicans vastly outperformed in the suburbs. That is precisely where the battle for control of Congress will be waged next year in the midterm election.
Yep.
What a night for the
sonic boom.
Big time. Let's talk about a big time sweep, though. We haven't even talked about the scale of the landslide for Republicans in Virginia, John.
I mean, it's, the governorship, the lieutenant governorship, the attorney general's office. And I think it may still be slightly not totally certified, but I think the Virginia House of Delegates is not going to go Republican. And this is a state that has not had a statewide Republican since 2009 when Bob McConnell was governor. At the Senate level, at the gubernatorial level, the state was bright blue yesterday. And now, as of next January, the state's going to be almost entirely in control of Republicans. And that's a bloodbath. Well, and it's a bloodbath in a state that Democrats have dominated dominated for the past decade.
Big time.
Bloodbath. Look at these, look at these shrewish. Look at this. This is like, I lived in DC for 15 years. This is your classic DC guy. Look at this, classic DC guy. He's like 4'1", 4'1". Like he couldn't throw a spiral. He couldn't throw a baseball from home plate, from the pitcher's mound across the plate. Like this like limp-wristed, like flaccid linguini spine, inside of their own vortex, thinking that Twitter's real life. Like these are the people that are like, so look at that face. Look at this shell-shocked face. On him, on Pelosi, they're also shocked because they think that Twitter's real life. They're also shocked because they don't know about the Let's Go Brandon, the power of the Let's Go Brandon community. The power of the Let's Go Brandon community, the sheer and raw power. Here we go. Update from my team on New Jersey. 49-49. 93% in. 49-49. Y'all are so done for. Oh my gosh. Y'all are finished. Holy smoke. In blue New Jersey. Y'all are finished. Got a little song for y'all. Got a little song for my friends on the left. For all you people who told us parents that we couldn't raise our kids. For all you people who told us that that our bodies weren't ours, that we must be forced to hand over our bodily agency to you. We have very, very important video message for you on this channel. To all you people who told us that critical race theory wasn't being taught, doesn't exist, or now that it does exist, it's just American history. All of those things a lie. To all you people who told us that socialism and communism are inevitable in our country. To all you people who told us that you could run our lives better than us, we have a little video for you. Oh, you gotta love it. I'm crying, ladies and gentlemen. I'm crying. Okay. All right. I will leave you with, I think, the most poignant and interesting comment here from Van Jones. I'll leave you with this. Van Jones, the only and last 10 seconds of honesty ever broadcast on CNN. I think it's worth stating because I think this is ultimately the problem. Here we go.
I think that the Democrats are coming across in ways that we don't recognize, that are annoying and offensive and seem out of touch in ways that I don't think show up in our feeds when we're looking at our kind of echoes. I think that the Democrats are coming across in ways that we don't recognize, that are annoying and offensive and seem out of touch in ways that I don't think show up in our feeds when we're looking at our kind of echoes. I think that
the most honest thing broadcast on CNN. Twitter is not real life. These people have no majority. They are not the majority. We are the majority. We, the freedom movement, are the majority. We love the fact that Winsome Sears is now the second most powerful person in Virginia. We love that. Winsome Sears, by the way, hold on. Come on, let's get the right photo up here. There we go. We love that is the most powerful person, that's the most powerful woman in Virginia right now. We love that. We're the majority, not you. We're the majority. You guys lost your socialism. You ran a socialist for mayor of Buffalo, and they lost to a write-in candidate. Did you know that? You ran to defund the police in Minneapolis to replace it with the Department of Peace and unicorn farts, and you lost. You lost everywhere. You lost in a special election in Ohio. to a Trump-endorsed candidate. You lost in Virginia. You're in a dead heat in New Jersey, ladies and gentlemen. You're done for. We're the majority. We need to start acting like it. That's what we do on this channel. It's just what I want to thank you guys for following along. I want to thank you for following along. On this channel, we act like we are the majority because we are the majority. The majority is this. It's very simple. I don't think that you completely incompetent translucent skinned globulous, pointless, parasitical human beings who live in Washington, D.C. have any right over my life or my children or my bank account. I am part of the productive class. You are part of the parasite class. You are parasitical because all you've ever done, Joe Biden, your entire family, your entire ilk, Nancy Pelosi, for decades, you have just defrauded the taxpayers. You are not fixing my potholes. It's your only damn job. So shut up, leave office, retire with all the other Dems. We're coming for you. We are not going to stop at Virginia. This is sweeping the nation. This movement is sweeping the nation. It's the Let's Go Brandon movement. We are going to come for the people who tried to put us all on notice that we were not in control of our children's lives, who tried to tell us that critical race theory is something that's great and we should teach kids to be racist against each other, who tried to lecture us that they deserve access to our private bank accounts or our private property or our private lives. You people who try to control the air that we breathe and the medicine that we put into our bodies, damn you all. And now you're going to get, now you're seeing in Virginia, you're seeing in New Jersey, you're seeing in McAllen, Texas, that flipped red. You're seeing in Connecticut seat District 18, that flipped red, Connecticut Senate. You're seeing now the makings of a permanent, generational conservative majority. You done overstepped your bounds, okay? And now that's your lieutenant governor in Virginia. And now it's time for us to remake and rebuild the freedom movement. The paradigm shift is real. We now have a special opportunity to usher in freedom for our children, our grandchildren, and that's what we're going to do. We're going to do it peacefully. We're peaceable people. Ultimately, we are driven by the fact that we love America and love the Americans in it, okay? Unlike y'all, and the left is going to spiral, and they're going to freak out, and you got to be prepared for that. They're going to lose their minds. They're going to ratchet up their rhetoric against us. That's fine. We can take it. We don't really care anymore. We don't care about your name calling. What we do care about is the future of our children and the future of our country. And we love this place. We love this place a lot. And so we're going to fight for it. God bless all of you for fighting. God bless all of you for being with us from day one. God bless all of you for watching and commenting, sharing. We're in a movement together. I read the comments. I love meeting everybody. I love going live. We've been live for almost an hour. I mean, it feels like we've been live for 5 minutes. We're going to go live like 2 more times today. Don't you worry. We got so many other things going on. We gotta end now. We gotta go record the podcast and end right now. But please, before you go, give our page a like, give our page a share, maybe even like a see first in feed. That really helps us out. Obviously, you know, we're never going to ask anyone for money. We're doing this for the movement. But the reason we're doing this is to create things like Virginia yesterday or New Jersey. We want to save this country. That's our motivation. So you helping us by sharing our content really helps a lot. Subscribing to our content. I thank everyone in the super chats on YouTube. We're going to be going live on YouTube now with daily regularity. Thank you in the super chats and on Facebook for the stars. Really appreciate it. It means a ton, honestly. But what means the most to us is saving this country. That's literally why we're here. So thank you very much. Again, if you want to hear directly from me every single week, subscribe to my email list. I write it myself, and it will be all the best memes, all of the best content, all of the stories that the corporate media do not want you to see, like this beautiful woman. They don't want you to see her. They don't want you to know about her. That's why we're here. We're here to play you these clips. We're here to show you and tell you exactly what's going on in this country, and to verify our facts, tell you our sources, and to tell you the good news. So, ladies and gentlemen, be part of the good news in this nation. Be part of the good news in this nation. The people who love this place a lot and want to keep this place the greatest nation on earth. God bless all of you. I'll be live later today, probably. There's a lot going on, so see you online. Keep fighting, Patriot. The only thing that America ever needed is a couple patriots to fight for it, and we can change the world. All right? Be well. God bless you.